I met a Gypsy.
What was your take on my privateer take then? Maybe we start there. What do you think I was trying to say? Do you get what I was trying to say? 10 months ago? Fuck, it was a while ago, yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't really like get that involved with like moto media stuff. Like I don't like once I'm away from my job on Saturday, like I kind of
disconnect a bit.
Yeah, disconnect a little bit, which is
you got a wife, you got a real life.
Yeah, like I don't know, I got a wife and a house and 2 dogs, and like I'm just like busy doing that, you know, and trying to train. But I mean, I didn't think it was that bad because I do understand like at a premier level, like let's say F1 or even the NFL, like stuff like that, like everything's so by the book and professional. And then like you go into, let's say like the privateer paddock area, and it is not like appearance wise the best sometimes. So I understand like that side of it. But privateers ultimately do fill the gates and make it a full gate. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, have you changed your outlook on it at all since?
No, not really. I think a lot of people like really took it. They
too far.
Well, they just took like little bits of what I said, and I was trying to be. I was trying to like. I mean, I didn't think it would blow up the way that it did, but I was like fucking around in a way, and I was like being funny and hyperbolic. But basically, it's like, so the pulp race, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My whole thing is like, okay, why don't we have 17 of them?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
For the guys.
Those guys.
So let's have 20 dudes.
On factory bikes.
On not necessarily like factory bikes, right? Like, you know, there's an argument. There was like people, oh, Ken Roxon's a privateer. Ken Roxon's not a privateer.
No, he's not.
Ken Roxon's making fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars on
even
great
like,
equipment.
Like, dude, Club Max
is not a privateer.
No, it's so solid. Like that program is good. Like, I mean, I wish I could do a 250 Coast for them. Like their bike's good. Their facility's amazing. And like,
they might have one of the best facilities and bikes on the fucking gate.
Yeah, dude, it's, Club's done a really good job. And I mean, Brandon Haas, he's from Minnesota. I've kind of known him a while. Like, I don't know him personally, just because he's quite a bit older than me. But, I mean, coming from small town Minnesota, he's done pretty well for himself, like building that facility with, like, I think Osborne was a part of it in the early stages.
Yeah, that rings a bell, actually.
Yeah. But, yeah, man, I mean, he's done pretty well for himself building that thing.
But, yeah, not a privateer team.
No.
You know, like, there's a... So I think that whole like definition of privateer is like you are a privateer, but you're also not. Yeah. In a sense, like my whole thing was because I talk to a lot of the guys that are at the top of the sport.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me things that they won't say publicly, right? Yeah. And so one of the big things is as a 450 pro, you have to get to the track at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Then you got to do a practice.
Yeah.
And it's fucking 10 minutes. Yeah. And then you wait.
Hours.
Dude,
it's so drawn out.
And then you go and you do another practice.
Yeah.
And then you wait. Hours.
Yeah.
And then you do a quali.
Yeah.
And then you wait. Hours.
Yeah.
And what's happening in between all that?
I mean, you're kind of...
450B.
Yeah.
450C.
Yeah.
This, that. Then you get yours. Then 450B. 450, and then 250B. So there's these guys that take up like 80% of the time is spent on people that don't even make the thing that we're there for. So you're giving so much of the day
time.
And so much of the program and what it does. So the track maintenance. Then what does track work say? What do they say?
Like we have a group chat and they're always like, well, we only got 5 minutes, you know?
So why?
Because there's so many practices.
Yeah. So my whole take on it was like, okay, I think we should rethink this whole structure of how we do this. Do we run a Friday qualifier?
Yeah.
Where it's like...
Yeah, because we're there anyways.
Yes. If you're like, there should be guys like, I mean, there would be a million ways to do this. And I think it would be cool. It would give us like a whole nother thing to follow. Like,
it's just different.
Who's pre-qualified for this event? You get a certain amount of points. Like if you're top 15 in points, you're pre-qualified.
Yeah.
So then anyone not in the top 15 in points does a Friday qualifier. And then you do your practice, whatever.
Well, I feel like didn't in outdoors they kind of had Friday or Saturday qualifiers and then race
back in the day, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's, I mean, I don't know, I can't remember the time, but I know in GPs they still do a qualifying race and stuff like that, but I don't think they get enough entries to fill the gate.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not like a foreign thing. Like they've done it before in outdoors at least. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a different way of looking at it, I think.
And so like you get those guys that say, yeah, dirt works, the tracks are fucked, there's not enough time. And then, oh, guys are getting hurt. Oh, well, guys are getting hurt because the tracks.
Yeah.
And then you got Chase or Coop that are like, they basically spend all day in a motorhome.
Yeah, dude. It's
just in there, away from the fans, not talking to them. So they're doing nothing.
Yeah.
All
Honestly,
day,
dude,
every day.
They can get rid of free practice. Like, we're good enough. We hit everything first lap anyways, almost. Yeah. Like, besides big rhythms, like, but triple finish line, sometimes we triple rhythms first lap, not even, like, looking at the track.
It's crazy.
You know, like, it's just, like...
Just muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory. So it's, like, I do think... they could probably get rid of free practice. Yeah. Even just like in COVID, they gave us 2 sight laps. And I liked that. Just like force everyone to roll 2 laps, kind of get a look, and then go.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think then, you know, you've got this like media component where the guys don't do any media. There's really not that much time for autograph signings.
Yeah.
So it's like you end up, if you are for, like, let's say Chase, you're one of the top tier 450 guys. You're getting there at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you're leaving post press conference at midnight.
11:30,
12,
midnight.
You know.
And then 6 a.m. flight.
Yeah. So it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And so there's one way where it's like, okay, run a Friday qualifier, whatever it is, like however to get the bottom 5 guys or whatever. Or, and this is something that I would maybe like a little more, why don't we go, all right, these are the teams that are in.
Yeah.
These teams have to have 2 riders on the gate every single weekend. They just put out on Instagram today, Anderson out for the series. So now they've got no Prado.
Yeah.
And they got no Anderson.
Yeah.
There's no obligation for those teams, which are actually going to be at the race, to even put a guy on the
truck's
track.
there.
The truck's there.
Yeah, they have
the
to
bikes
go.
are there.
Yeah.
But no
one's
riders.
riding.
Honda for the last 6 weeks. Truck's there. 2 bikes are there. No riders.
Yeah, and I talked to Lars a couple times.
I bet you did.
Yeah, and he actually showed a little, like, he was very nice to me in the truck.
He's a very nice person.
Yeah,
yes.
like, it kind of, like, caught me off guard a little bit. Like, he's very personable.
He's so nice,
yeah, he's
dude.
a super cool dude.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Talk to him about ice hockey and just go.
Okay. And, yeah, I mean, even Kennard was there and stuff like that. Like, it was a nice little conversation, but I was kind of surprised the Dino thing took that long, because he told me back at Arlington, Dino's for sure doing it. Ah. So he told me, what was that, round 6?
Yeah, right.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, well, if you're going to do the second bike, just let me know. Like, it's like an easy.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, like, it's like, if you want to do a test day, I live in Marietta. Like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, nothing came of it, but at least I tried. And for me, that's big, because I've been pretty, like, introverted. Like, I kind of don't put myself out there. I just, like, show up, do my thing, and get out.
Yeah.
And so yeah, even me doing this is, like, kind of unusual for me. So it's kind of breaking out of my shell, but it's good for me for sure.
Oh, in this day and age, you kind of have to. This is a good environment though, because it's literally just a chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, you say to these teams, like, you have to have these 2 riders, and then if that's the case, Honda then has to go, like, all right, we kind of just need to pay 2 dudes to ride for us, right? And speaking of privateers, Adam Antignat on the Sally. So then, you know, you ride for 60 G's a year, guaranteed, factory Honda. Let's say it's factory Honda, right?
Yeah.
And you just, every day, you go to work.
Yeah.
Go to the test track. You need to do some testing. You need to do this. You need to do that. 5 rounds in, 10 rounds, 10 rounds in, you're riding outdoors every single week, you know? So it's like and they can afford that.
Yeah, they definitely
can. They can definitely afford that, you know?
But I was surprised that Progressive, I mean, I would assume they're probably paying a decent chunk, right? I mean, they're all over the Honda bike now. And no bike on the track for a while.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would like to see that.
Yeah.
You know, to where there's just, and then the next best guys like you, like Justin Starling, like there's a bunch, and you could probably tell me who those guys are better than I could. But it's like there's a bunch of you guys that could then get paid to be dirt bike racers. That stress is gone. You're testing, you're riding. And then I think that what should happen is there should be a feeder series that's not arena cross. That's better than arena cross, where you guys are the focus of that series. Because when I go to the track, I watch you ride, right? It's just you there. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, there's no one faster than Jerry Robin.
Yeah, I know.
From my perspective.
Yeah.
But then Chase Sexton rocks up and he's putting a couple seconds on you.
Yeah.
But still, you just, like, if that guy's not there and it's just you guys out there racing, then it's like, it's great racing and there's good personalities and the stories get told. And again, it's the nature.
Doing media, all that. Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
I get that. Like, it gives someone like me, like, that's in 12 to 15 range of.
Yeah, you're winning races.
Yeah, like, I would be hopefully up front.
Yeah.
And media coverage, interviews, a win, you know, something like that. Like, I mean, that's not, I mean, with who I'm racing, that's not going to happen. I mean, now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like Sexton is, and those guys are unreal. And I grew up racing Chase and stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just, like your perspective on it, like with the factory fill-in thing, like it would be interesting to see someone of, like, let's say my level of talent and speed on a program so structured.
Yeah.
To see, like, you know, can you gain a second? Because that is the difference between, you know, 7th, 8th to 12th.
Yeah. Well,
it's not much.
We have the latest and greatest in the moto gaming experience with Monster Energy Supercross 2025, the official video game. Milestone, the studio behind the game, have rethought and redesigned some of the game's core mechanics from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5. This fresh and redefined experience is not only the best graphics and physics that gaming has to offer, but the collaboration with Monster Energy means that this is also the most immersive career, bike, and story experience. The ship has sailed for me, ever lining up at A1, so this is about as close as I'll ever come. The physics are totally new, built from scratch, ruts change throughout the races, and the AI actually adapts to how you ride. Not only that, the new career mode is addictive too. It's fully dynamic so that every season is different, and for the first time, they've packed in the full 2025 championship, including SMX, and we even have two-strokes. Plus, it's full cross-play, so you can battle your mates no matter what platform they play. It really is amazing how good the gaming experience is right now. Monster Energy Supercross 2025 is in stores now on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.